Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody for tuning in to another episode of the sports-oriented Wokeism show. I'm your host, Salmon Wafua. I know it's been a long time since I last posted it. Many of you are expecting to have two on Monday and Wednesday, but due to lack of interesting stories during the week, I decided to come here on this day being Thursday on the last day of the month. That I hope the one that I'm going to share with you today is going to be very interesting and very lively to be able to share it with you. And I hope this is something that you can converse with other people around you and see where this chat goes on. But hey, I'm back again. That doesn't mean that I'm giving up. This is just me trying to find very interesting stories to be able to share. Even if I don't post regularly, but at least I'll not finish the week without having to share at least one interesting story. But hey, that's how it is. That's what happens, at the beginning of one's channel, and yeah, you just have to move forward no matter what has happened in the past. But yeah, this show is all about digging deep into sports culture and where wokeism is being infested in. Like I always say, wokeism is the combination of arrogance and ignorance, and it's being used as a political agenda to censor free speech and jail anybody that goes against your narrative, and at the same time trying to embrace dictatorship in a certain society or nation. This happens at all sectors of the industry or at whatever sector of the economy in a certain nation. So that's what I'm doing, but on the sporting side, both on the field and off the field, and get you guys conversing and seeing whether this is something that we can change the attitude and behaviors when it comes to sports culture and even sports as an industry. So that's a bit of introduction to those who are new. But for those who have been there from day one, who have been following me, giving me responses, thank you so much. I can't take that for granted, and I know this channel is going to continue growing steadily and moving on to the higher mark. But that's it from the introduction. Now today is going to be about the reality check. Welcome to reality. That will be the title of this episode. Welcome to reality. Why? Because looks like somebody found out the hard way after realizing that something didn't go according to his will, after all the hype, after all the the free advertising and so forth. But when reality strikes somebody, then all of a sudden you are now realizing, hey, I think what I did is wrong. And this person I'm talking about is LeBron James. Now, why am I talking about LeBron James? Because he just deleted his post on social media demanding people to leave his kid, meaning Bronny James, leaving his kid alone after mock draft is showing that Bronny's NBA stock value has plummeted. That is according to boundingintosports.com, which is a conservative sports and entertainment website that is similar to Outkick but is lesser known. But that is where I like to get most of these headlines or content from conservative sources, where they give you both sides of the story and tell you the truth as it is. But yes, that was posted 2 days ago. You can even go to its website. It's bountyintosports.com. That's where I get this headline from. Be able to read it for yourself. But yeah, that is the headline. LeBron James released post demanding people leave his kid alone after mock draft shows Bronny's and best stock plummet. Now, let me just tell you how this article is saying. And of course, the article is saying that LeBron James, who loves hyping his son Bronny as NBA ready every chance he gets, posted a plea for everybody to just leave the kid alone after a new mock draft showed his stock had plummeted dramatically. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you that no matter how much you hype, no matter how much free advertising you're getting from the sports media, but if your child, either a son or a daughter, does not perform according to your expectations after all the pressure you've put on your kid, then when mock drafts are being put on display and you're seeing your kid is below expectation, then that's a reality check. The reason why I say that is because No parent should, try and make the kid become, the best of the best from the get-go. Not every freshman in college who does collegiate athletics will spark like fireworks. Not all freshmen. So that tells you that not all humans are the same. Yes, we are all talented in whatever sport they are playing, but not everyone will click from the get go, will become a star from the get go, from freshman all the way to senior, which is 4 years. And that's where LeBron got it wrong. And when the mock draft started coming out, either from ESPN, either from CBS, either from even lesser known, mock draft websites, and they show Bronny James is at minimum second round pick or third round pick in, for example, 2025 or 2026, then that's alarming, because that goes to tell you that you shouldn't do that in public. Yes, tell your child to do this and that because I've given you all these opportunities, but don't try and pretend that, oh, your child is ready to go into the big league and prove that he's the best of the best. But when you see in the mock drafts is not final, but at least it's giving you an indication that this is where your child is right now, and even if you are to draft him tomorrow, this is where they'll put him in. And that's something you have to measure. It's good to have a key performance indicator, and the key performance indicator in this case is the mock draft of whatever sport, either college football or college basketball or college soccer, things like that, so that you see where your child is and be able to monitor him and see where you can improvise. But him deleting the post, I think it's just too little, too late, because it's all over online media, it's all over the news, people know about it. So even if you delete it, it's already published on other sources, and you just have to regret it, or regret what you're doing. And that's what he got. He got a taste of his own medicine, and he got a reality check. Now, of course, if you go to the pop culture of things, they normally say the FAFO, catchphrase, where it means you F around, you find out. F, of course, it means a curse word. F is part of the curse word, but yeah, what's basically saying is that if you mess around, or if you run away from the truth, or you pretend that you can camouflage, then sooner or later the truth will out, and that truth will out means you will find out. There's even a short clip of that origin of the catchphrase. You can check it out for yourself, whether on TikTok or on Instagram. You'll see it for yourself, and that goes to tell you that if you put too much pressure on your kid, yet he's just a freshman, without allowing him to be himself or herself, and when reality strikes, you now all of a sudden you are being struck with a heart attack that, oh, I now regret doing this and that. That is a life lesson there. Never pressure your child to be 200% perfect in public. Do it in private and let the work do the talking, but don't publicize it in public. Oh, you can do this and do that. Any day, any time. If you put him in the NBA, he's going to be the baller. He's going to be the rookie of the year. And when reality hits you, you start crying. Oh no, you leave my child alone. Oh, this and that. Come on, man. You're the one who put your child in on the limelight, which he did not want, and now all of a sudden you're trying to throw tantrums at the sports media, say, hey, leave my child alone, let him be, while you should have done it if, in the first place, on the first day he started playing college basketball. You should have prevented all this drama from the beginning, but you're the one who put your child out in the limelight, and that's what he's going to get. He's going to get the taste of his own medicine. So too bad. Now that should be a life lesson for him. Of course, if we look at this season currently, Bronny James is averaging 5.5 points per game with a field goal percentage of 37.1% and a 3-point percentage of 27.5% since joining the Trojans this season, meaning during the summer. And he has also contributed 2.8 rebounds and 2.5 assists per game. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you that he will not You will not spark immediately and be the best in the nation. It has to take time. He has to still improve on his game. He still has to get a number of years to be able to improve and show the NBA that, hey, I'm ready to be picked in the first round. Either top 5, top 10, I don't care. So long as it's the first round, I'm ready to ball. But until then, he still has a lot to work on. And I know for Bronny James, I know he's a bit embarrassed to hear people talking about him and his father, being in this small drama. But I hope that Bronny should prove the world that even if my father is being, uh, uh, being laughed at or being, taken as a laughing stock for really shaming me in this certain way, I can prove the world once again that no matter the criticism, I'm going to work harder. I'm going to do better. I'm going to prove to the mock drafts that, hey, I deserve to be in the first round. Look at the numbers. Look at the video clips. I mean the game highlights. This is my evidence that I'm better than what you have put me currently. And so that's what Brony should focus on. Forget the haters. Don't focus on distractions and just work out on your game. And as you do that, your father LeBron will be very proud to see you, being a better player and a better person. Question is, will he come as soon as next year? Because LeBron James will be 40 next year. Because his dream is to see his son play alongside him in the same team. But LeBron is out of time. He's getting old. He's going to turn 40 next year. And his dream is to have an NBA franchise in Las Vegas, which he wants to be a part of, either majority or minority. That one we are yet to know, because Adam Silver, the commissioner, will announce the expansion cities by the summer next year, as soon as the TV deals currently are going to run out by the end of next season. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Life lesson here: don't put too much pressure on your child in public. Do that privately and let the work do the talking, and you'll see your child doing better. So that's it from this episode of the Sports Oriented Wokeism Show. I'm your host Solomon Wafua. Thank you so much for tuning in from start to the end. If you want to contribute, make sure you do so in the comment section on whatever platform you are using. Before you delete the browser or the browser tab, make sure you like, subscribe, share it to your loved ones, and follow this channel on the platform of your choice. And let's keep the channel growing, and let's keep it moving. Yeah, that's it from me. Until next time, which is tomorrow on a Friday, I will see you then.